Hi, I'm John Crowley. You can see me perform every Wednesday at 10:30 at the IO West on the Improv Team King 10. Now I'd like to do my impression of the two stupidest things I know how to do. Here's an impression of two guys talking. So, anyways, yeah, I got the test results back about my dad, and holy shit, look at the tits on her. Anyways, I think my dad might have cancer, so it's gonna be rather rough. And my other favorite stupid impression is a boom mic operator on gay porn. I'm recently single. I was with the same girl for 7 years, and a lot has changed in 7 years. There's now iPhones everywhere, and I've noticed you can actually learn a lot now from women and their iPhone cases, such as if she has any sort of bedazzle on it, or anything with juicy, or any sort of rabbit ears. Just really, you have absolutely nothing in common with her. I also am starting to take advice from people, most importantly my father. Just recently I talked to him, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I have a couple of female friends coming over. We're gonna go to a party, and it's easier for them to get ready at my place and stuff." He's like, "Oh, okay, good. And we're talking, and he goes, "So do you like one of them?" I'm like, "Well, the one girl's really cute, Dad." He's like, "Oh, okay." So we're talking a little bit more, and all of a sudden he just goes, "Hey, clean your toilet." I go, "What?" He's like, "Clean your toilet. No girl wants to play touchies with a guy with a shit-stained toilet. All right, I gotta go." Click, I'm like, all right, Dad. And then, of course, I left and cleaned my toilet. Only second to the advice my godfather Tom gave me when I was graduating high school. He was leaving the bathroom as I was about to come in. He goes, "Hey, so you're going to college now, huh?" I'm like, yeah, Tom, I'm going to college." He's like, "Remember, spend that nickel, cover that pickle." All right, thanks, Tom. And he left, and I walked in the bathroom, and that was the deep advice I got from my godfather. And apparently in the Irish Catholic community, it only takes a nickel to cover anything. It's also the things of what you have to do now when you're single again, because I remember when the girl and I were breaking up, we planned a trip together, and I just remember her going, "There's never a good time for this to happen." I'm like, "You're right, there's never a good time. But goddamn it, there's a better time, like 20 seconds before I put down $5 grand on a trip." So luckily we had insurance, and I called up the insurance company, and I was talking. He's like, "Hi, my name's Ben," and it was actually a guy named Ben and not an Indian whose name was Ben, which was weird. And so we're talking. He's like, "Well, I just need to know why you couldn't go on the trip." And I think he's used to people being like, "Well, my grandmother died," or something like that. And I go, "Well, Ben, if you must know, my girlfriend and I broke up." And he's like, Mr. Crowley, I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. "Can I get your insurance number?" I'm like, "Sure, Ben." He's like, click. He goes, "If you don't mind me asking, what happened?" I was like, "Well, if you must know, Ben, I wanted to get married and she didn't." Mr. Crowley, so sorry to hear that. So sorry. "Could I get your claim number?" "Sure." Click. He's like, "How long were you guys together?" I'm like, 7 years, Ben." He's like, "Wow, 7 years. My girlfriend and I have been together 3. If we broke up, I'd be devastated." I'm like, "Yeah, Ben, it's been a little rough, Ben." So we're talking more and getting more information. He goes, "Wait a minute, I'm looking at this, that she still went on the trip and you didn't." I'm like, "Well, it was her best friend's wedding, Ben, and I decided not to go." He's like, "Oh, that's crap, Mr. Crowley. That's crap that you didn't go." I'm like, "Well, thanks, Ben." And then he said, "Hey, John, keep your head up." Thanks, Ben. Thank you, I'm John Crowley.